What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is AJ and I'm going to show you how to make the best lemon bars of your entire life. These lemon bars are very near and dear to my heart because I've been making this recipe for a very long time and I figured why not swirl some raspberries in it? I love to get swirly. So I made this little raspberry sauce and the recipe for all this will be found in the link in my description below, so be sure to check that out. I know you guys are going to love these, so let's get started. In a small sauce pot, I have a pint of fresh raspberries. If they try to run away, just capture those suckers. Put in 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar with 3 tablespoons of water, and you want to cook this on a medium heat while whisking until it starts to bubble and those raspberries break up. Once they do, add a 1/4 cup of some raspberry preserves and an optional tablespoon of framboise, which is a raspberry liqueur. Give that some whisking action until it comes together and gets steamy. And now to make this really smooth to swirl into our lemon bars, I'm going to use a sieve to strain all of the seeds out of this. You don't have to do this, but I prefer to, just to make a prettier finished product. And once this is all strained, I'm also going to wipe out the sauce pot and pour this back into it and cook it over a medium heat until it starts to bubble. Then we add in a tablespoon of sifted cornstarch, and you want to whisk that until it boils and thickens and coats the back of a spoon nicely. So that raspberry sauce is not very difficult. You want to make sure it cools completely before you use it. And now let's get started on the crust. In the bowl of my stand mixer with the paddle attachment, I have 2 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature with a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar and a pinch of salt. You want to mix that on a medium speed until it comes together nicely. You want to add in 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Again, mix this on a low speed until it just comes together into a nice dough. This is all you need for this. It's basically a shortbread dough. Now you want to press this into a 9 by 13 glass baking dish that you do not need to grease. How convenient is that? And then you want to let this dough chill for about 15 minutes in the fridge. After the dough has chilled, you want to use a fork and prick little holes all over it. This is going to help prevent it from rising too much in the oven. So in a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven, I'm going to bake this dough for 15 to 20 minutes or until it is lightly golden brown, and then let it cool completely before we use it. As you can see, this is basically like a shortbread dough, but it's really good with these because it just gives them a buttery something. I don't know. It just makes them buttery. Let's go with that. So last but not least, let's make this lemon filling. Now I need 6 large eggs at room temperature, and to that I'm gonna add 2 cups of granulated sugar. As you can see, this is only 3 eggs. I'm only making a half batch, but the recipe is a full batch. You want to whisk this all together until it is really well combined. Throw in a pinch of salt as well. And now we need 2 tablespoons of freshly grated lemon zest and an entire cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Now I cannot stress enough, do not use bottled lemon juice. Please use fresh lemon juice. Now whisk this until it is really nicely combined. You want to make sure the eggs and lemon juice are really well combined before we add in the flour. We need 1 cup of sifted all-purpose flour. Sifting is pretty important here because you don't want any little lumps in the lemon once we pour it into the dough. If you have a few, it's not a big deal. So go ahead and pour that lemon mixture on top of your baked and cooled dough. And now comes in the cooled raspberry sauce. I'm gonna take a spoon and just kind of swirl spoonfuls of this throughout the lemon mixture. You can pretty much do this any way you like, using any pattern, any amount of raspberry sauce that suits your fancy. And once that is all done, bake this at 350 for 30 to 35 minutes until the lemon curd is set, doesn't really jiggle, and it is just lightly golden brown on top. These need to cool completely before you cut into them. Dust them with confectioner sugar, and that's it, folks. And that's it, friends. How amazing are these? They are beautiful, breathtaking, and I could stare at these all day, but that's not gonna happen because they will be gone long before that. The recipe can be found using the link in my description below. Go check that out. Please hit the thumbs up button and leave me some comments. Let me know what you wanna see me make here or what you think of this. If you try it out, please let me know. I love to hear from you guys. Also, be sure to check out my website where all of my other recipes and episodes are linked. You can find that in the description along with my Instagram and where I get my amazing aprons that my friends sent me. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Those are good.